If you felt frozen and lethargic lately, if you've had thoughts like, I just can't do this, what's the point? I don't know who I am or what I want, it's likely that your nervous system is in a frozen state. And we enter a freeze state when we have some sort of stress or challenge and we don't feel like we're able to meet that challenge. And it creates an experience of chaos and overwhelm in the body where everything shuts down, collapses in, and becomes frozen. This is part of physiologically how our nervous system is wired when we encounter stress. The good news is that we can help the body ease itself out of this state. And really the first step for that process is finding some self-compassion. And so if you've been in that place, you might just take a moment right now and say to yourself that it's okay for you to be exactly where you are right now. And taking a moment to really feel into and understand that this is your body's way of coping. It's doing the best it can with the information that it has. And what we'll do in our practice today is just give your body a little bit more information so that your system can realize that where you are in time and space is actually safe and well and good, and there's no reason for that collapse to be embodied in this time, in this moment. And so we'll begin by just finding a little sway from left to right. And this is a self-soothing technique for the nervous system. And as you're swaying here, you might soften the jaw and the muscles of the face and just let your eyes travel around whatever space you're in and find one object that feels neutral or maybe even pleasurable to look at. I'm looking at this crocheted wall hanging that's really beautiful, and whatever it is that your eyes have landed upon, just take in all of the intricate details of it, the colors, the shapes, lights and shadow. And noticing if there's a certain texture. And draw your awareness back to your body, feeling your body shift its weight left to right, left to right. Here in this practice, we're just oscillating our attention from in the body to outside of the body, which helps mobilize some things within the system. You could even bring your hands and wrap them around yourself. That helps with that feeling, that sense of compassion and inner understanding. And then again, let your eyes travel around the space. Find one more object that is pleasing to you and notice the colors, the shapes, light and shadow. And if this object looks textured at all, what do you imagine that texture to feel like? And bring your awareness back to your body. And back to your breath. And if you're swaying side to side, start swaying forward and back instead. Feel your hands wherever they are on your body, whether it's the sides, the lap, over the heart. Feel your hands, feel you making contact with yourself. And as you feel your hands making contact, notice any sounds in your surrounding space. So of course the sound of me talking here would be one. You might hear a humming of the heats, a fan, noise of other people talking, whatever it is in your space. You might even hear the sound of your own breath. And bring your torso exactly through center with a really nice long spine, and just begin to feel and sense where you are in time and space, and maybe even with your eyes opened at first, sense an image of yourself in the room that you're in or wherever it is that you are. Notice the surroundings around you, furniture, walls, ceiling. And then close your eyes and again visualize you in your space. And if it's accessible to you, visualize yourself, sense yourself feeling joyful in your space. Even if that's not your present moment experience, just imagine. And open your eyes again. Release your hands and just take a moment, tune in, notice how you feel here and now. You might notice some shifts in your body and your mind. You might not, but this series of practices that we went through today are really aimed at bringing your nervous system out of that freeze hypoarousal state into one of more mobility. And so it might be helpful to come back to these sort of practices throughout your day, especially when you're coming up against those feelings of hopelessness, despair, lethargy, and chaos within your own mental sphere. I'll see you soon for our next practice, and I hope this was helpful for you. Namaste.